Hey everyone, happy Saturday. I skipped last week. I don't remember exactly why. I think I was just having fun on the bike and lost track. But last week went really good, and this week has been going really good too. I'm 2 weeks out from Ironman, so I'm not running as much because I know I've got a good running base. I'm not worried about that at all. Knock on wood, but I know I've got a good running base, so I've been spending a little more time on Saturdays. I've been going to the lake, going swimming, and following up with some cycling. Starscream's a little dirty, so this is probably my last outdoor ride before Ironman. So I'll probably take Starscream here to Brick City Bikes and get cleaned up, tuned up, maybe a new chain, some little stuff like that before Ironman. Hopefully no mechanical issues this year. I've been telling myself that I'm not setting out to break any records at Ironman, especially on the bike. And if I can make it through without any flat tires or mechanical issues, I'll consider it a win after last year. So anyway, yeah, today was a good day. I went out and swam a mile, met up with some people. We had a little group swim. That's fun. We're gonna try and do that every Saturday. Not next week because I'm tied up, and then the week after that is Ironman. But maybe every Saturday after that is a regular thing. We'll be out there at Carney Island. And today I just did a 30-mile bike. I got some stuff that I'm doing later on today, so I didn't want to, lose track and miss out on my plans. So all in all, that's how this week is going. I'm doing about 8 miles a day running on the weekdays, sticking to my plan. And then today I was supposed to do, according to the strictly running plan, I was supposed to do an 18-mile tempo run. So a fast and strong 18-mile run. And then tomorrow a 13-miler. But I think tomorrow I'll try and do that 18-mile run before the Eagles play, because it's opening day tomorrow. I don't want to miss it. So yeah, about 8 miles a day on the weekdays. That's how I'm keeping my running base strong, and cycling and swimming on the weekends. So 2 weeks out, there's not a whole lot that's going to change depending on how I train. So I'm just going to keep my bases really good, keep active, not really taper off too much, and then I'll be ready to go. And part of my title for this week's video is Tools in the Toolbox, because whenever I read a book, I always learn new stuff. Whenever I'm trying out new training styles, or ways to swim, ways to run, ways to bike, your posture can be a little different, pace can be a little different, form can be a little different. I always call that adding tools to my toolbox, because whenever I do something new, I always want to learn something from it. Or if I have a good or bad day training, I want to learn something from it. So I'm always putting tools in that toolbox. A puppy! Said hi to the puppy. So today I got to use some of those tools whenever I was swimming, because it's out on the lake. It's not a huge lake, but it's pretty big. It's big enough so that when wind starts coming across, it gets kind of wavy. Nothing like the ocean, but it gets wavy enough to give you a little challenge when you're swimming. And what I've been doing lately to train for longer swims, because I've got that double Ironman coming up next year, I've been slowing down my pace, slowing down my tempo, keeping my head underwater more. And to give you an example, my breathing technique is stroke, stroke, breathe, stroke, stroke, breathe, and alternate sides when I'm breathing, to stay more streamlined and to use less energy. But today it was wavy, and it's not a steady rolling wave. It was kind of choppy, so it really has a way of throwing me off, or anybody throwing you off your cadence, making you break your concentration. And unless you're perfectly timed with the waves, you can start taking on water, swallow water, it'll splash you in your face. So what I did was, I was really struggling, I was angry, I was frustrated, and I was only 300 yards into a 1 mile swim. So what I did is I reached into my toolbox, or my tool belt, and I remembered how I used to breathe whenever I was trying to go at a faster pace, where I would stroke, breathe, stroke, breathe. I would go on one side for a while, and then I would change it over and go one side for a while. And what that did is it quickened up my tempo, and I'm breathing more often, so it got more fuel in my system. Your body is an engine that needs oxygen to burn fuel, so it helped me speed up. And just like that, I had a totally different outlook, and it changed my demeanor, it changed my pace, my cadence, and everything. And I was able to quicken up my body movement more, to where that took up more of my concentration than how much the waves were tossing me around. And it also helped me out because the waves were coming in on one side, so I would just breathe out of the opposite side, so the waves were hitting me on the back of the head instead of splashing me up in my face. So that was a good reminder for me to not be afraid to change things up in the middle of a training run, swim or bike, middle of a training session. And it'll also help me out in a race, in Ironman. If I'm starting to struggle with something, I just need to remember those things that I've done before that have helped me out, or that I've done before in another situation, and turn those learning experiences into something useful. So that was fun today. I don't really have anything else to go over. It's, as far as things go for the Daytona 100, it's week 8. I did a video for week 6. I skipped week 7 video, so this is week 8. I can tell the weather is cooling down just a little bit. Not really cooling down, but the highs aren't breaking 90 degrees anymore. And the sun is starting to set a little earlier in the evening, so those afternoon runs are turning into evening runs, even though I'm running at the same time. And it's starting to get a little better, so I have a really good feeling about how the next few weeks are going to go with my running. Once the days aren't so stifling hot, I think I'm really going to stop having to muscle through the weather. Bad drivers. Even in a parking lot, you got to look out. So anyway, I think I'm going to be able to break through that wall of having to muscle through those hard temperatures and hard environments and hard runs, and actually start having fun again and doing long runs that I can enjoy. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what I'll be doing next week, because I've got some other stuff going on, but I'll try and check in with a little video and do a little run, and then it'll be Ironman time. So I'll definitely be giving lots of updates and videos because I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands. I'm taking time off of work because I got to be up there early, so I'm going to have some time to kill. So hopefully I can give you a little bit of videos about the venue in Chattanooga, and it's along the Riverwalk. If you've ever been up there, it's super cool looking, just by looking at the map and the pictures, so I'm really excited about it. So that's all. I can tell I'm kind of rambling and talking in circles now, so I'm gonna get going. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys next time.